Today we have some spooky minifigures. Let's take a gander. Guys, if you want to be updated on the latest, greatest custom LEGO minifigures on the market, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I put 2 videos out a week, one on Wednesday and one on Saturday. And I review the stuff that LEGO doesn't do, but you guys want. So make sure you subscribe and don't forget to click that little bell icon. That will ensure that you're notified first when I upload a new video. First up on the list is Sally. Now Sally is from Nightmare Before Christmas, and I reviewed something like this, but this one seems a lot better. This is from minifigures.com, and I have another one from them that I'm gonna put a link in the description in case you guys are interested in getting this one. But let's go ahead and open it up. One thing I do note, I love this packaging. It just seems so official. It seems legit. I like the fact that they put pumpkin heads right on the top here. That's really, really cool. I love that. Great graphics on the front too. You notice that Jack Skellington in the back there. Some cool information there. Also talks about collect the Pumpkin King. So let's go ahead and open it on up. The amount of detail on this character is fantastic. Look at all the intricate patches that are all throughout the torso that transition very cleanly down to the legs. I'm talking about that really fine detail swirl up here. Look at those really tiny hash marks all throughout there. I love how they patched it together. I love, because I reviewed one of these figures earlier before, I think my previous video, and it had a blue tone. This one is more accurate to the movie. Gave her Poison Ivy's hair. It has some nice stitching right there on the mouth. Ooh, actually, wow, I didn't even notice that. This is the more unhappy look. This must be when that one guy in the wheelchair like kept her locked up. And decent overall printing on the back. Just great. I really think it's impressive that they included 2 heads with this. Oh, different printing on this side too. Overall, a fantastic figure. You can't have Sally without the Pumpkin King himself, Jack Skellington. Now that I have this in front of me, I want to ask you guys a question. Put it in the comments below. Is Nightmare Before Christmas a Halloween movie? Or is it a Christmas movie? I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on that. Same thing on the printing on this one. They do include these pumpkins up top there. Great little small detail. I love the graphics right there. And one thing that's kind of interesting, look at that. I noticed there's, I'm assuming that's Jack Skellington right there, but he's gone right here. Well, that's because he's inside the package. Great small detail. A little bit of printing on the back. At what I do, I am the best. Quote from him. Let's open it on up. Let's take a look at this minifigure. Growing up, Jack Skellington was like one of my favorite animated characters. I love how they made this character in Lego form. The part that I like the most, the part that stands out the most, is the pinstripes on the torso all the way down to the legs. Looks absolutely great. They nailed his tie, real small detail right there, but it looks really legitimate. If I had one thing that I would have liked to have seen, is just maybe some pinstripes on the side of the torso going into the legs. I think that would have really put the figure over the top, although it looks great just how it is. What they do include is the pumpkin version of him. This is that part in the beginning of the movie where he like has that pumpkin on top of his head. Let's switch it out for a second just to see how it looks. Whoa. Yeah, really cool look. They actually have printing that goes on the bottom here. That goes from the top all the way through the bottom of the legs. Really great overall print and a great movie. Brings back memories. Next up is a bag of zombie heads. This is from firestartoys.com, and I'm going to put a link in the description as well if you guys are interested in getting these. Let's open it on up and check out each one of these heads. I'm going to use a zombie Emmett minifigure to fashion off these heads. First up we have is Superhero Zombie. I really like this design. It's just kind of quirky and I think it absolutely fits. This is like a good one for like Bizarro or just a zombie playing a superhero. Here you can see Broken Glasses Zombie. No, this is not Lobo. This is Beardo Weirdo Zombie. And this one looks like a hospital mask, possibly. Hospital mask zombie? Or maybe doctor zombie? This head is actually perfect for creating like a Nazi zombie, or maybe just like a undead army type character. He has the chin strap down here. It would look great if you just put an army helmet right on top. This is a female head zombie. And finally, a bewildered female head zombie. Although I think all the heads are great, my two favorite definitely are these two right here. The next ones that I'm about to review, I believe the original designers are minifigs.me. If I'm wrong, please let me know and I'll put the correct ones in the description below. Mystery Fig number 1. Here we have Jason Voorhees. Now, I reviewed a Jason Voorhees before, but I kind of like the simplistic view of this one. And mainly because his whole head is white, and they just put the black dots on there. I know his whole head is not really white in the normal movie, but I just think it looks a little bit cleaner and looks a little bit more solid in this version. Decent overall printing on the front. The one part that I have to say is this is not his normal knife. He should have a machete. But other than that, the overall design's pretty good. Very clean and not much happening, but it does very well represent the character. Mr. Fig, number 2. This is the main character from Clockwork Orange, and I cannot recommend this movie to anyone. This movie is super bizarre, just a very weird one, very inappropriate. It's not appropriate for kids, that's for sure. Not that Friday the 13th is appropriate for kids, but this one, it came with the pack, so I'm like, okay, you know, I'll take a look at it. Just weird, very bizarre, and bizarre movie too. Mystery Fig number 3. This is a knockoff Anubis LEGO minifigure, and I have to say, this thing is junk. Oh man, oh man. Oops, I put the torso on backwards. Not that it matters, because the thing just looked terrible to begin with. My biggest problem with it is the molding. The molding is so overrun that it actually, everything fits super tight. You can't even get it down, and it feels really, really cheap and chintzy. Just really sad to see, because it's a very cool looking figure, and to get it done right, you have to pay a decent amount of money for it. But if you're interested in it, go ahead and get the official. Mystery Fig number 4. This is a face only a mother can love. We're talking about Leatherface, and man, this thing's gonna give me nightmares for years. Look at those teeth. They're just dangling out of his mouth. This man is disgusting. Don't recommend this one either for anybody to watch. It's pretty bad. But one part I do kind of like about this one is the chainsaw. The chainsaw is pretty cool. I might actually incorporate it into a different design. Overall design printing on the front looks pretty decent, nice and crisp. Face is horrifying. Don't know if, no back print because he has the hair to cover it up, and simple tie in the back. Last minifig. Creep of all creeps, Jigsaw. This is a character from the movie Saw, another family-friendly movie. Just kidding, don't watch it. Overall, the design on this character is really nice. It fits it very, very well. I do like the overall printing. It matches pretty close to the actual original movie. The part that stands out the most here are the swirls on the cheeks. Very finely detailed. If you guys know what Dreamcast is, it's like a Dreamcast symbol on each one of his cheeks. Nice tuxedo print right there. Plain printing in the back. Now he was included with this cutlass. I don't know why. He's never used a cutlass, at least to my knowledge. I think if anything, he should include like a little tricycle, that real silly looking tricycle. And his hair, I don't think is quite right. He has more of a square top head. Let me try and switch this one out and put maybe Leatherface's hair on it. Yeah, I think that looks just a little bit more appropriate. But overall, decent design, and I actually do like this minifigure. Time for a few shoutouts. Tim Harrison, Glenn Velasquez, the Jacko King, and Canadian Gamer. Here's a huge thumbs up to you. Thank you guys so much for watching Toy Gander. And now guys, it's that time of the video. There's one figure somewhere on the screen that's just not quite right. The first 3 subscribers who find out which character is incorrect and puts it in the comments below, I will give you a shout out in the next Saturday video. Guys, thank you so much. Don't forget to click that thumbs up button and subscribe, and until next time, you can help us take a gander.